assuming you have a larger family, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, etc., do you do a regular count on how many you have? Because in the parsha of this week again, we're starting Bamidbar, and once again, God is taking the census of the Jewish people. How many times? What's the purpose? So before we discuss this, let's say chapter of Tehillim, thanking God for the miracles, praying to God for further miracles, for the ultimate miracle, the miracle of redemption, and may this happen today. Chapter 100. Mizmor lesoido, rid Adonai kol haaretz, ivdu es Adonai b'simcha. Boi lefanav b'nona, de'u k'Adonai hu Elohim. Hu asanu v'lo yanachna ame b'tzoin marisoi. Boi yisharu b'soido chatzoreisa b'sila hoido le'bachu shumoi. Ki toiv Adonai le'lom chazdoi v'yadoir v'doir emunasoi. And let us give some charity. Don't count how much. Let's just keep on giving. Charity we shouldn't be counting. We should just be giving. So, we have in the beginning of the parsha of this week, Bamidbar. God is speaking to Moses in the desert of Sinai, in the tent of meeting. When? On the first of the second month, B'Shana Sheni is the second year. That is, the first of the month of Iyar, we're still in that month for that matter, when the Jewish people came out of Egypt. And what does it say? Basically, count, take census of all the adults. And then we have pages and pages of the exact detail, every tribe, every family, and so on and so forth. And Rashi asks the obvious question. Why counting? What is it going to accomplish, and what is it going to tell us? There's no elections going on that the government needs to take census to see who belongs to which party and to know how to and when to call elections for. As here in Canada, there is no set date. So what's the purpose? Says Rashi the following. Mitoy chibasam lefanov. Because God cherishes them. Because God's love for the Jewish people, Moina oisam kolsha. He keeps on counting them continuously. And he says, when they left Egypt, Manon, he counted them. Unfortunately, later on, when they did the sin of the golden calf and there was a plague, so many passed away. Ukeshenaflu be'egel, when they fell, when they died, there was a calamity at the sin of the golden calf. After that, Manon, he counted them again. Although they just transgressed a major sin, God is still showing he loves them, and he counts them, he cherishes them. What there was purpose then? Leida minyan anisorim. We want to know how many are left. Now that he's coming to establish his presence, because they're just erecting the temple, the Mishkan, and now God is going to be present, he counts them again. As it says, Be'echad b'Nisan, the first day of the month of Nisan, Hukam HaMishkan, the Mishkan was established, was set up. Be'echad be'Iyar, a month later, the first day of the month of Iyar, Manam, he counted them. So Rashi says, God is showing to what extent he loves and appreciates and he cherishes the Jewish people, so he keeps on counting them. Now counting represents what? The value, the importance of every single one. To come to a certain number, we need all these individuals. Although it looks like they're grouped into one big number, yes, so there's the collective number, where we're all equal, we're all children from the same family, but then there's an individualistic value of each and every one, which is important. And this reminds me a beautiful little story. This elderly woman, apparently Torontonian woman, the first time she comes to the Rebbe on a Sunday where the Rebbe stands and gives her dollars and blessings. And the Rebbe standing there for hours, this elderly woman stands in front of the Rebbe and says, Rebbe, with all due respect, but I'm going to talk like a Jewish grandmother. And she says, I've been standing for a half hour in line and I'm already tired. You've been standing for hours, and by looking at the line I see you're going to be standing quite a few more hours. Why don't you sit down? Your Chassidim, older people, will be just as appreciative receiving your blessing and your dollar when you sit. It will be less strenuous for you. And you are much older than I am, she says. And the Rebbe says, no, every person comes by gives me strength. It's just like when you count diamonds. To open and close a parenthesis, apparently this woman's husband was a diamond dealer, so she knew all about diamonds. And you know what diamonds, the more you count, the more you become awakened, the more you become happy, and the more strength you get. So every person that comes in front of me is a diamond that gives me strength. So God says, I keep on counting them because I cherish them. So we have to appreciate God cherishes us. So let us make Him happy by doing what we're supposed to, and then we will obviously all celebrate in the Beis Hamikdash.